Hello, YouTube fans out there.
Hello.
I've been waiting for this for a long time. I finally got the package from YouTube. This is the Silver Play Award for 100,000 subscribers.
Yay.
Thank you. I want to thank you so much for subscribing and
Thank
for
you
being
all.
fans. It's really exciting to us that we've made it to this point, and we hope to make more videos in the future
Yes.
of exciting things that you'll watch.
Hopefully. Drum roll.
Very carefully.
It's a moment of suspense.
Ah.
Very letter. Yay. Silica packet. Yay. What does that say, honey?
It says, presented to Dr. Adam Norton for passing 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. The Silver Play Award.
Congratulations, sweetheart. I'm very proud of you.
So all this pretty much started on the Kenya safari just over 5 months ago, maybe 6 months ago.
Wow.
I was on safari with Jonathan, was my guide in Kenya at Masai Mara, and we filmed just before the great wildebeest migration. There was all these zebras that were trying to cross the Masai River from Kenya into Tanzania by the Serengeti, and we were switching the camera back and forth, and we waited many hours, and we captured as all these zebras were crossing. The crocodiles were waiting for them, and they sadly caught and they proceeded to take it down, and it didn't go very quickly. It took a while. They kind of took their time, and it fought really hard, and it was at a point where it lost part of its muzzle. I know I called it a face. Like, many people corrected me. It's like, it's a muzzle, not a face.
Which happens to zebras every day.
Yeah, I'm sure, like
the
thousands.
Great Migration.
Yeah, probably every day, even when it's not the Great Migration. But during the Great Migration, there's a lot. So we hope that it's educational, and that people got to see something that doesn't always occur in their every life, living in a city or United States. It was a very special moment, and we're really blessed to capture that on film. There were some other zebra videos after that did very well. It was the one in particular has got over 33 million views so far, and it continues to get views, and that's kind of the main part of our YouTube channel at this point. We hope to continue, and maybe part of the plan, I think, like, Adam and Candy visit every country in the world. How about that?
What? Really?
That could be the thing. It's like, what do? We can't have a zebra's face eaten every week, but it could be we get to every country in the world.
Oh my gosh! How many have you been to now?
142
Holy mackerel.
at this point.
I've only been to like 33. I have not been to 100. So I have a lot of territory I need to make up.
Of course, there's a list of official countries. So with official countries, there's like 195 countries in the world. But then many on my list are unofficial countries. So depending on your count, it's not 142 official countries. Like, maybe it'd be like 132 official, and then like 10 of the unofficial countries so far. But then I won't have, some of that was 30 years ago, so I won't have videos of all those unless I return to some of those. But maybe as I finish the last 55 countries or whatever, maybe that's what the channel will be in the future. Okay?
Sure.
No, I get to agree live.
You're better with the third world. I'm more used to traveling in like first world. Not that I don't like traveling in lesser developed nations, but Adam is much better at dealing with lack of food and water and a good hotel. That's not really my thing, but for the channel, I'll do it.
My area of expertise is developing countries and third world places. But if I'm going to all of them, we have to go to the first world countries as well, and the wealthy countries.
And that's where I come in.
Yeah. We have videos of United Arab Emirates and Dubai, which is one of the most wealthy countries in the world. and that was fun as well.
Right.
But we just
right.
haven't produced any of those videos. We have to. We can use that footage, and we can make videos together.
Right. And one thing I wanted to say while we're talking is I wanted to thank all of you who take the time to make comments. I've been really inspired by your comments. Comments all over the place. Stuff you like, stuff you don't like. That you guys are watching and taking the time to comment. And I'm really just inspired and I'm impressed. And keep the comments coming. It's really amazing to read everybody's reaction to the zebra video, good and bad, and to see how this is impacting you as a
Definitely.
person.
So as Candy was saying, there's all these comments. There's 56,000 comments
Yeah.
just on that one zebra video. And sometimes people ask me, what's the success? Do you have any tips for things? And I think like, I can't think of anything. It's just like winning the lottery, having a video that basically goes viral and then you got 33 million people watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But the one piece of advice, then I thought the one piece of advice I can give was stay active with the comments on your channel. I think people come just to comment on the video, about the video. Many people say that's just the circle of life that's happening, or other people.
Really?
I mean, many people want to make fun of me because like it's too shaky, or
Which it is.
right, or
That's
people
okay.
comment. There's people want to kill me because I didn't jump in the water and save the zebra, and other people argue like, then he would die. You don't jump in the water to rescue the zebra, or so it's an ongoing thing. Like it's the distance was actually kind of far. People are like, why didn't you shoot the zebra and put it out of its misery? Why didn't you shoot all the crocodiles? But it was a foreign country in Kenya. Masai Mara tries to stay natural, and they don't allow guns or any hunting, which is pretty cool. They have a lot of wild. They have like, if you were there and you really knew their system, where they just try to leave things alone. Other people commenting that I should help build a bridge so the zebras can cross the bridge and not be eaten by the crocodiles.
Right.
But anyhow, like the comments go on and on and on, and
And they're all valid.
yeah,
Everyone has a good point.
not everybody. Like, I
Well,
respect
most
that everyone's
everybody.
got everybody. Like
You
some people.
respect all of their opinions.
I mean,
But it is-
wishing my death and curses upon me isn't
Well,
exactly
that's
valid.
not a
But
valid
like, or
But-
maybe that's valid. Like some stuff is like crazy.
It is
but
a gory
the
video.
majority of the comments are like great, and I appreciate all the comments. And so my advice to anyone who has a channel and wants to do this is stay active in the comments. And I think YouTube like appreciates the fact that like, we're engaged with the comments, and
He's out filming everything. Absolutely everything he witnesses, whether it's in nature or, stuff you were just filming in Argentina on the street.
Right.
Or
Yeah, I'm not a professional photographer. It's just me with my cell phone in my
Mhm.
pocket, and I whip out the phone quickly, and
and he catches it.
so then my skill or the gift, a lot of disasters happen where I go, or like wonderful things, and I'm there to record it.
Being
Like,
a witness.
I'm trying to quickly learn how to do video and speaking, and I'm trying to brush up on those skills. But yeah, the one thing I got going for me is like, as I'm traveling, like stuff's gonna happen, like really good stuff and really bad stuff. Like
It'll
happens
always happen.
in my travel. It's extreme.
Mhm.
And that's what I would say is unusual about Candy and I's travels. Like there's going to be things. It's not your normal, typical travel trip. We're thinking like, oh, we'll be like a travel channel, but it's not going to be like other travel channels where we're just giving you advice and how to save money. We can include that. It's going to be, we were in a cab ride and then there's a car on fire and the guy jumps out with a fire extinguisher. That's like what happens to us on every trip. Like something weird happens or something really wonderful happens.
Or your video where you thought the condor was going to attack you. Do you know how many people try to even see condors, let alone think a condor is going to attack you? This happens all the time. It's like something crazy happens that's really out of the ordinary, and I've witnessed this now a bunch of times. And I'm glad the rest of the world is getting a chance to see this as well.
And again, it's just me with the cell phone. So then in the comments, people are like, why are you shaking? Or why this and that? And it's just like, but yeah, then like a condor's coming within like, it's coming like, and it doesn't like maybe, they're used to seeing like National Geographic with like, like a $100,000 camera and there's a crew and it's planned or whatever. But to me, like I'm on a cliff and I've hiked 8 hours to
Right.
get there and I'm totally exhausted. So sometimes I can't think of the words. And then like, a condor, which has got like a 10-foot
Yeah.
wingspan is coming at me. is what I see. And then I've learned I have to keep filming. So like, is the thing gonna gore my eyes out or whatever? But then all the comments is like, why this and why that? So then that's why. It's just like, I guess I need to, people appreciate that I'm not narrating in things and I just leave it alone and it's natural and it's just what it is. But then sometimes there's something lost, like people don't know what I went through in order to capture that video in the first place. And it's a lot, right? It's just like, I assume that people know with the zebra video that I was dehydrated. I was out in the sun, just exhausted. We couldn't leave the truck or something would eat us to death. Right.
Most of the day.
Right. Because then you can't get out of the truck to use the toilet. There is no toilet. And if you get out of the truck, something's going to eat you, like my guy, Jonathan he had enough knowledge and, he was born there that he takes you to somewhere where the grass is low and he can look out to see if there's anything going to jump out and get you, like when you have to urinate or, relieve yourself or whatever. So, and then also if you drive away, you miss, the great zebra attack that got all those views. So then you just you suffer through it and you sit there and you wait, but then then your hand is shaky with the camera and everything. And also I don't bring a lot of equipment with. I've been robbed a lot of times in my travels. Like I do this like by the seat of your pants. People are like, why don't you have a gimbal or a real expensive camera? And on the Africa trip, like in Djibouti, they tried to rob me. But I've had so much, like, no one was successful. I wish I could get, then I wish I could film, like, when someone's robbing you, you don't necessarily take out your cell phone to record it because then you don't want them to steal your cell phone. But, people tried things specifically in Djibouti, and the Djibouti airport was particularly bad. And there was some scams in Nairobi trying to get to Masai Mara. They told me there's no one else on the airplane and you have to buy other, a lot of other seats on the airplane or the plane's not going to take off. And it was not true, and I didn't go for it either, but there's other photographers have expensive equipment. There was some, like I went to South Sudan and I was able to do some recordings, and I haven't done those videos yet, but there was a woman I met, and in order to keep her lens, she had to pay a bribe of $100. She was carrying like a $20,000 lens.
Goodness.
And she was like, I was just happy to pay. I was just happy to pay them the $100. And I understand it's a woman, and like she's feared for her safety. But then if it's me, I get on this thing. It's like, wait. Then if I give them the $100, then they're gonna try it with everybody who comes through. So then I almost always stand up to them, and then it's a big scene with me trying to stop them. And I'm thinking of people who are coming in the future that I don't want them to have to pay out $100 bribes. So
you want to stand up so that they don't do it to someone else behind you, which is a good thing. Right.
And I can understand that this woman couldn't fight them off. But then sometimes I feel, or almost all the time, I feel like I can fight them off. And if I make it really difficult for them, they're going to think twice about the next person that they try to steal money from,
Right. And another thing I want to add, I was not on this trip to Kenya. This was totally last minute. This was not planned. Adam just, as we were leaving Dubai, said, oh, I'd like to go to Africa. I flew back to the US and he went down to Africa. That's literally the extent of the planning that went into this.
I was thinking it would be a good idea
in Kenya
to
and
hike.
ended up taking the zebra video.
I was going to go
That's
to
the extent of
the country of Turkey, and I was going to hike across Turkey.
Right.
But then because of the pandemic, it got worse there. So then I changed the plans. I thought it was like, oh, okay, I'm not going to Turkey. I was just looking for what was open during the pandemic, and Kenya was open. So I flew to Kenya. Yeah, and it's all like a fly by the seat of your pants. Like none of it was planned in advance.
No.
But yeah, it's just my cell phone or a GoPro or something like.
And a camera. I got him at Best Buy.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So and sometimes I think about, do I get better equipment? But
why?
I fall off of cliffs and things, and I break stuff, and I get robbed constantly, and that's why I only have the cell phone or some cheap stuff, because I can't do what I do with the expensive equipment. It's not, unless something else changes.
Right, and you couldn't do what you do without you guys.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your support.
For watching the videos.
We love you.
We love you all.